Yes, good morning students. Very good morning. My name is Vinay, botany lecturer. Now, okay, second question, anatomy. In anatomy, okay, second question, anatomy. What we have to do? They will provide dicot stem or monocot stem or dicot root or monocot root. The section cutting material is provided to you within the watch glass. You have to take this section cutting material. Then you have to, okay, this is a watch glass. Okay, when you take the water in this, one section cutting material is provided to you. That section, when the section cutting material is provided to you, you have to take the section, means transfer section. That is, this is the TS of either dicot stem or monocot stem, either dicot root or monocot root. One will given to you. You have to take the section. Already I shown to you how you have to take the section. Within the hands, you have to cut like this. Okay, when we cut this, the section cutting material, okay, like this move on the finger. Okay, when we take this section, okay, one you have to take on the slide and you have to pour 1 drop of saffron and 1 drop of glycerin and cover it with the, okay, cover 1 drop of glycerin and 1 drop of saffron. The saffron is useful for the staining purpose. Glycerin is useful for the not dry within the 3 hours. Okay, they are useful for the non drying purpose. After this, you have to prepare like this slide. Okay, like this you have to prepare the slide. When you prepare the slide, this preparation of slide is 3 marks. Total this question carries 6 marks. Out of 6 marks, the preparation of slide is 3 marks. Then what you have to identify? How we can identify this? That 4 questions, 4, okay, in the second question 4, okay, 4 are there. They are dicot stem, monocot stem, dicot root and monocot root. How we can, okay, separate this, how we can detect this, how we can identify this? When we observe the dicot stem, already before video only I explained here, this when you observe the dicot stem, that all vascular bundles are arranged in a ring shape manner, means all vascular bundles are arranged in a ring shape manner. When you observe the monocot stem, that all vascular bundles are arranged in a zigzag manner. This condition is called Eustiel condition. Eustiel condition. This is atactostele condition. This is important for NEET only. No need to write this Eustiel and atactostele. What you have to do? Okay, first identify by when you are cutting only you can identify that. When it is dark brown in color, it is dicot. These both are dicot. When the light in color, it is the monocot. When root that contain root hairs, stem the not having root hairs, then you can identify it externally also. Okay, we will tell that what is the dicot stem or monocot stem while we are providing the section cutting material. Okay, I will tell that IR. Okay, madam will tell you what is the section cutting material given to you. Okay, we will tell. But what you have to do, draw the diagrams. Only 1 out of 4, 1 will come. Okay, the diagrams are must and should for the, okay, answer script. What you are doing, they never observe external. Only what you have to written means either what are the given. For example, that given monocot stem, when you draw the dicot stem, the total 6 marks will be lost. Okay, when they are given dicot stem, dicot root, you are drawn monocot root, that also wrong. The doing experiment 3 marks and answer, actually that answer script only they will give the marks, means 6 marks, 3 plus 3, 3 for the means here experiment, this is the experiment purpose 3 marks, then diagram and identification 3 marks, total 6 marks. When the diagram is wrong, this is wrong, they will give this one also 0. Why? Because it is not identified exactly. You are doing is correct, but they are not given. Okay, they are not giving this marks. Why? Because it is wrong, totally it is wrong. That's why, okay, diagrams also necessary for the practical examination. Here, okay, dicot stem, when we observe that, okay, this is the dicot stem, these both are ground plan. The ground plans are not necessary for the practical examination. Only have to draw the sector diagram. The enlarged sector diagram is must and should. That enlarged sector means, okay, in this one part of the stem, this is called enlarged sector. When we observe this one, that all parts are same. Okay, in the monocot root, monocot stem also same. In the dicot stem also same. In the dicot root also same. This is the enlarged sector. That enlarged sector diagram only important for the practical examination. Mainly in the dicot stem many parts are there, that all parts are necessary for the practical examination. In this dicot stem that consists of first epidermis, then after that hypodermis. This hypodermis is made up of cholecystous tissue. Then after the general cortex, within the general cortex that contain resin ducts. Then after that endodermis, single layer endodermis. Then after the endodermis that contain pericycle. The pericycle is sclerenchymatous tissue, it is a discontinuous. Then after that phloem, this total tissue is phloem. Then after that cambium is present. Then after that xylem. The xylem is protoxylem towards the center, metaxylem towards the pericycle side. This is the metaxylem, this is the protoxylem. The protoxylem is a small xylem, the present in a medulla side or pith side. The metaxylem is present in a pericycle side. This is the metaxylem, this is protoxylem. The protoxylem towards the medulla is called endar condition. The protoxylem is middle side or center side, centrally or medulla side or pith side is called, it is called endar condition. The metaxylem is towards the pericycle side, it is called endar condition. Both are same, either you can take either protoxylem or metaxylem. When we observe the protoxylem is towards the center, it is called endar condition. This is called endar condition. Endar condition. Both dicot stem and monocot stem both are containing endar condition. But in a root they contain exar condition. Exar condition. Why it is called exar condition means the protoxylem towards the pericycle. The protoxylem is towards the pericycle. Pericycle side means this side. The protoxylem, this is the protoxylem, this is the protoxylem, this is the protoxylem, this is the protoxylem. The protoxylem towards the pericycle, metaxylem at the pith or medulla, it is called exar condition. Here opposite exactly. In a stem, when you observe the stem, the protoxylem towards the center, metaxylem at the pericycle side. Here protoxylem is the peripheral, metaxylem at the central. That is the differentiation between dicot root and stem. Here when we observe the dicot stem, here monocot stem that contain many vascular bundles. At the peripheral vascular bundles are small, at the central vascular bundles are large. In that, here at the upper side that always that contain phloem, this is the phloem tissue. This below that this is contain xylem. In between here xylem and phloem cambium is present, here cambium is absent. That's why these vascular bundles are called conjoint, collateral and open type of vascular bundles. Open type of vascular bundles. In this conjoint, collateral, but this is the closed type of vascular bundles. Why it is called closed means here the cambium is absent in between the xylem and phloem. When the cambium is absent, it is called closed. When the cambium is present, it is called open type of vascular bundles. Here, in this, the xylem, this is the metaxylem. Here, when we observe, this is the protoxylem. At the centrally that medulla that contain protoxylem, at the peripheral that contain metaxylem. Here the protoxylem cells takes death, they form a cavity. That cavity is called lysogenous cavity. That cavity is called lysogenous cavity. Understand? Then after that, next one, here root, when we observe the root, the both roots are same. But what happened here, the cortex is very large in a root, the cortex is very small in a stem. Then here cortex is large, first epidermis, cortex, then stele. The stele consists of vascular bundles. The both diagrams are same, but what is the differentiation? In this tetrarch condition is seen in a dicot. In this polyarch condition is seen in a monocot. Polyarch condition means here the vascular strands are more than 6. The vascular strands are more than 6. This is the metaxylem. Then when we observe, this is the protoxylem. The protoxylem is the peripheral. This is the protoxylem. Here this is the protoxylem. Here this is the protoxylem. Understand? At the central that contain large vascular bundles, at the peripheral that contain small vascular bundles. This condition is called exar condition. Okay, in this tetrarch condition is observed in this polyarc condition is observed. Understand? Okay, that comparative study purpose, okay, I am given this out of 4, 1 will come, okay, that all 4 diagrams are there it here. If you want, you can take, okay, screenshot, important for the all 4 diagrams. When you observe this, okay, you can draw this diagram. Out of 4, 1 will come in a final examination. Out of 1, you have to, okay, what are the question is given in the practical examination, you have to draw this diagram. Then what we have to write, okay, what we have to write in the manual, the given, okay, points out of how, what is the identification character. That identification characters, any 4 identification characters are necessary for the enough for the practical examination, necessary for the practical examination. Any 4 identification, either xylem condition or phloem condition or exarch condition or endarch condition, whatever you want, you can write any 4 points. That 4 points are enough for the practical examination, right? Then preparation of slide also very, very important for the practical examination. You have to prepare and you have to keep at the in your place, okay. Then examiner will when he was asked, come and show me your, okay, come and show me your experiment, okay, then only you can show, otherwise no need to show this one. You have to keep in your place, you have to write that much enough, right? Thank you very much, okay. Then we will go to next 3rd experiment and 4th experiment, okay. Thank you very much. What is the 3rd experiment, then what is the 4th experiment, we will explain now, okay, right? Thank you very much. We will go to next video. Thank you.